Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. An ongoing battle with the wind is how the festive forecast is shaping up at the moment. That will be particularly stormy over the mountains throughout this weekend. Some very difficult conditions with snow and hail coming in from the west and very frequent over those western mountains. Temperatures cold then in the short term. It does look milder heading into Christmas though. Westerly winds dominate, and Friday sees a front passing eastwards, that producing rain and drizzle and some snow on the higher Scottish mountains, the freezing level at around 1,000 metres, that just dropping somewhat through the daytime. As the front clears, cloud bases will tend to rise across the western highlands, but some showers will follow, and those falling as some snow to 800 metres or lower through the afternoon onwards. A windy day overall then, with gales once again across higher terrain widely. Low pressure is toward the north and a powerful westerly flow will dominate through this weekend. Stormy conditions over the mountains, very difficult really from lower elevations upwards widely, especially across the Scottish Highlands though. Temperatures will be down below freezing across the mountains. A cold front slipping southwards will lower the temperature over England and Wales through the day. Some rain tending to snow on the high tops as that clears, and frequent snow and hail showers will feed in across Scotland from the west. The wind turns slightly more northwesterly by Sunday, but it remains very difficult from lower elevations upwards. Severe gales or storm force winds widely over higher terrain. Snow and hail will be frequent or nearly constant in some places, northern Scotland, western coastal mountains in particular, and that will fall to lower elevations. And some snow even down to some lower slopes in England and Wales, with temperatures generally sub-zero, above around 500 or 600 metres. That will come down a bit lower, where precipitation is more constant though. Monday looks something of a transition day as we get milder air coming back in from the Atlantic associated with this warm front. Temperatures will be below freezing across the mountains to low elevations in the morning, but by the later part of the day that will be lifting above freezing even to higher slopes. Some rain preceded by some snow on the forward side of that front, turning to drizzly damp conditions really once that front has moved eastwards though. The wind comparatively lighter compared to the weekend, but a lull will tend to be short-lived as things strengthen again with west-southwesterlies from the Atlantic. Southwesterly winds and mild conditions will prevail onwards into the Christmas period. Christmas Eve does stay windy across Scotland in particular, with the risk of gales or severe gales across the mountains again. Not quite as windy further southwards across England and particularly Wales, as high pressure just starts to build from the south here. Generally a damp atmosphere covering the western hills and mountains in low cloud and drizzly rain, some steadier rain across western mountains in Scotland. Drier toward the eastern side of the Highlands, and temperatures locally very mild indeed. The chart for Christmas Day itself at this stage doesn't show any precipitation as such on the map, with fronts away toward the northwest, but that humid and mild southwesterly is likely to cloak those western hills and mountains in low cloud, and that will have some fine drizzle mixed in at times, most likely particularly near the coasts. Further eastwards though, a generally brighter story, and again some very mild temperatures overall across the mountains. Local spots toward the eastern side of the Highlands, eastern side of the Pennines could indeed have a remarkably mild Christmas Day, with local phone effect winds moving across the hills. Least of wind, again, further south over England and Wales. Looking further ahead, and this is the chart which averages out the pressure pattern between Boxing Day and New Year's Day, and that shows high pressure still toward the south. I think that will be around at least early in that period, keeping things largely dry through England and Wales in particular. With time, I think that high will tend to weaken and lower pressure to the north may start to have more influence, and just opening the door more to a colder northwesterly air mass coming around from the Arctic or Greenland by the time we head toward the New Year period. Much to play for with that detail, but does look like turning chillier further down the line. All your local details for 3 days ahead as ever on our website. That is your Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Thanks for watching.